Happy Friday, everybody. How's it going? I'm so ready for the weekend. I don't know about y'all. I know it's going to be a busy day tomorrow, but I am just excited that it's Friday. So I'm excited to be able to show you a special technique. That's what I try to do on Fridays. And a lot of you are shopping at the Dollar Tree, and you're going to different hobby stores, and you're buying raw goods that are made from rubber tree materials. A lot of the woods that you're getting that are raw, they really don't, they don't have any grain to them per se, but they have the opportunity to really have a cool looking finish if you know how to create it. And I'm going to show you today how to be able to get a restoration hardware look on these inexpensive Dollar Tree finds that you get. I don't want you to think you've got to paint them. You can totally create a stained finish like this that's really easy to do. And I'm also going to show you about a stencil that I introduced into a maker studio, my sister company today, and how easy it is to be able to use to transform your pieces of furniture that you're going to be painting. So, what a sweet word. Thank y'all so much. We had our first inaugural training of my old world finishing course last night, and it was fun to be able to be with a group of people that enjoy doing finishes, which is part of the reason why I love doing these Facebook Lives for my peeps on here. So thank y'all for watching. As always, and I forgot to tell you this last time, if you're catching me live, please share this video, and I'm going to be sending you absolutely free. If we draw your name, I'm going to send you some gel stain and guess what? And some ceruzine wax, because these are the two products that I'm going to be working with today. So when you are going to, yes, tell me where you're tuning in from. A lot of people are like, well, she doesn't look. Yes, I do. I read these. I'm just going to tell you, when y'all left so many messages about me losing my mom, I read those again and again and again and just wept. It was just so loving and so genuine that I loved it so much. So thank you so much. So I see some of my peeps on here from my course. So hey guys. All right, so this is the raw look that you normally get. And they're not that special, really. I mean, a lot of people, they're paint grade, so they look great painted. But maybe sometimes you don't want to paint them. Maybe you want them to have a more vintage look. And you can totally do that, because normally things don't look good stained when they don't have any grain. But look at this. I'm going to show you how to be able to create a finish that's really, it looks like the restoration hardware finish. Let me show you side by side. And you can get this by using my gel stain and my ceruzine wax. You ready? All right, let's do it. And, hey, Stacy Smith. Hey, Lisa, from Texas. And so I'm going to also show you how you can kind of finish it up by using my brand new stencil from a maker studio that I am totally in love with. It's going to be one of the best looking designs that you have ever seen in your entire life, and that is absolutely no exaggeration. So let's get started. All right, so I'd put up with a rainy Los Angeles day any day and be in Los Angeles. Love California. All right, so these are the two products that I'm going to be working with. If you've not worked with my gel stain before, I was talking to Michelle earlier, and she was like, that's one of my favorite products that we have. And truly, it's a beautiful product. It's so easy to work with, and it makes everything look great. It's a great glaze, but it's also a great stain because it's a gel-like consistency. I'm going to probably have to turn my camera down as I show you how to do this, which that's okay. But I want you to be able to see the consistency of it. So continue as you pop on here. Say hey, tell me where you're tuning in from. Share the video because you want your name to go in for the drawing, because sharing is caring. And I'm going to walk you through how to be able to create this finish on these inexpensive things that you're buying raw at the Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, all those places. All right, so here we go. Let's turn this down. And so I am starting with this tray that it has no grain, and the good thing that it's got going for it is a paint grade. It has a nice smooth finish to it, but there's really no pretty grain. It's not great, but a lot of those picture frames and things that you're seeing are like this. So I'm just going to put this on very quickly. I'm going to get enough on so that way I can come back with my rag. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you how pretty this is going to be with my stencil. And I should have put some gloves on before I did this. All right, so I'm just going to take a rag now and wipe this off like this. Sadly, it looks like that's kind of coming loose. I didn't make this tray, I just bought it. You can put it on a little bit thicker if you want to. Maybe that's, Michelle, maybe that's why these trays are so inexpensive. We didn't make these. All right, so it's giving you the gist. I'm gonna come back in here and add just a little bit more of this stain. This color is so pretty. If you want it a little bit darker, you can just put it on a little bit thicker, or you can come back and you can do 2 passes. But this is a water-based stain, and it's very easy to be able to clean with soap and water. The other thing is it has a beautiful smell. It's not offensive. A lot of stains, they're real thin and they get everywhere, and you don't want to work with them. So literally, this tray is coming apart. Maybe that's why they sell a lot of these things at the Dollar Tree. So I'm just wanting to be able to show you how to be able to create this finish. All right, so now you want to apply your stain. Be sure and go around everywhere. You don't want to leave any raw wood, but you're going to get a beautiful gray like this. Then you're just going to come back with the cerusing wax like this. And you want to be able to just squirt a little bit out on a cardboard like this. Now, before I do that, I want to be able to show you, I'm going to take this brand new stencil that I have from a Maker Studio, and I'm going to cut it to size. So I'm going to lay this down in here like this, and I'm going to trim it just a little bit. It'll make it a little bit easier to be able to fit. Now, definitely, I don't have to trim it to size, but for me, for just ease of being able to show you how to do this, these stencils are adhesive. They're reusable, so you can wash them and use them multiple times. And I'm just going to set this down in my tray like this. Probably need to trim this just a little bit more up here. So I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. Since I've got issues with this tray, I think I'm going to put this over here and bring this one down. I think this one, maybe the person that put this one together didn't have as much difficulty. All right, so I'm just going to lay this down like this, so that way it's fitting inside my tray. I'm going to take some of my chalk art. This is from my sister company, Maker Studio. I'm going to load a little bit of this chalk art onto my spreader. And then I'm just going to press it through the stencil like this. It's as simple as that. So you see how I am applying it and then scraping it. You've got to make sure that it goes through that stencil. Now here's the other fun thing. This may not be a finish that you want to do on something that you get from the Dollar Tree or from Hobby Lobby. I think this is a great finish to do on those inexpensive raw pieces. But you may want to do this on the sides of the drawer on a piece of furniture that you're working on. Can you see that? So when I've got the stencil laying down on your left, on my right, that way I don't have any chalk art through. So now I'm just going to move this around so I can work with it just a little bit better. Get down in there. You see how just doing that small application of chalk art, how far it went. So I'm going to load it up just a little bit more. And you can use, with these stencils, you can use the one-step paint. The process is going to be just a little bit different. I want you to use a foam dome brush, and it'll be more of a stenciling or a pouncing action. Let me try to get this to lay down just a little bit. I'm so excited about introducing these stencils to my furniture peeps here on Amy Howard at Home, because it's going to be able to allow you to really take your painting to a new level and use them over and over again for a lot of different projects. All right, so for the sake of time, I wanted to just kind of get that on there. That way you can kind of see what that looks like. Now I'm going to lift this. When I say this is easy, guys, it's an understatement. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at this. Now, so when we talk about, look at this. Are you loving it? Send me some love. Send me some love. Are you loving it? Okay, I gotta hold this up for just a second, so let's go over this. This is so easy. Now, what I did, thank you, Michelle. So what I did is I just took the inexpensive items that you get from the Dollar Tree, from Hobby Lobby, all those places, and they're just a very inexpensive wood, like this. And they fall apart. Make sure yours is gonna hold up. I came back with my my silver gel, my gray gel stain. I'm sorry, I'm getting all tickled. And then I used my white chalk art. This is from my sister company, A Maker Studio. I just used white chalk art. Now there's something special because I need to tell you this. And then I used my brand new stencil. It's called Parisian Script. You can go to A Maker Studio website and get it. And I came on top of it. Look at this. Now I'm going to want to come back over the chalk art with my matte sealer. The matte sealer is going to seal this piece of art because the chalk art is not permanent. The matte sealer will make the chalk art permanent. Then I can come back and I can add my cerusing wax on top of it. I've got a gorgeous little tray that could cost just a couple of dollars, and I can use this same technique on a cocktail table. I could use it on a dresser. I could use it on any piece of furniture that I want to be able to transform. But what really makes the difference on this is using this gray gel stain. And that's why I think it's great to be able to start on little raw pieces. I will tell you is that IKEA does have some gorgeous raw furniture. You could totally come back, use this gray gel stain, use this new Parisian stencil from A Maker Studio, seal it, and then put the cerusing wax on top of it, and it will look divine, I promise. So anyway, that was my finished tip for Friday. I wanted to show you just how fun, how quick, and how simple and easy it looks, but also it looks like $1,000,000. Be sure and tune in on Monday. I'll be introducing Color Crush Monday, and I have an amazing finish that is gonna blow your mind that I'm gonna show you how to do on Wednesday. I'm so excited about it. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you at the estate sales. Bye.